one I'm very interested in.
Strikes.
Oh, that's a good.
All right, quick rundowns, nation. You want pretty? Go watch figure skating. This is the Octagon, where fairy tales get smashed and prophecies are delivered with a fist to the face. A new animal just clawed his way to the top, and he ain't here to make friends. We're talking about Ilia Topuria, and if you haven't heard the name, you've been living under a rock, or maybe a knockout victim. This dude doesn't just fight, he predicts your downfall. He rolls up, stares you down, and tells you straight up, I'm knocking you out. And then, bless his savage little heart, he actually does it. Like some kind of fight game Nostradamus, only instead of cryptic verses, he uses a right hand.
First man in the world to knock out a legend in Max Holloway, one of the best 45-pound fighters that's ever walked the earth.
Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira, these ain't no cans, folks. These are legends. And Topuria just walked through them like they were sparring partners on a Monday morning. Who's next? Seriously, does anyone even want to be? His style? Forget the beautiful ballet crap. This is a nightmare for anyone standing across from him. We're talking crisp boxing that'll put you to sleep, takedowns that'll plant you like a damn tree, and ground and pound that'll make you wish you'd stayed home. He's got power in every limb, an absolute unit in there. I am the new generation, he barks, the next level of the game. And frankly, after watching him, you gotta wonder if he's not just telling the truth. The man's a problem, a big nasty problem. Talk the talk, walk the walk, then put him to sleep. But here's the kicker, Topuria ain't just a physical specimen. His mouth is a weapon too. Remember that little dust-up with Paddy Pimblett? Oh, you know, the one where he casually choked him out during a press conference? That's when the world got a taste of what was coming. It set the precedent. If Ilia Topuria whispers your name, you're not just on his radar, you're already in the crosshairs. His words aren't just trash talk, they're death warrants that he personally executes in the cage. And then came the big one, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, the king of the featherweights, undisputed, unbreakable, until Ilia showed up. Topuria, with the balls of a rhino, said, yeah, I'm knocking him out. Everyone laughed. The great won't fall, they chanted. Right.
He was gonna stumble and crumble him. Oh my goodness, that power! Wow.
What makes me feel very excited about that fight is that no one could knock him out, and I'm like, there is no way I'm not gonna knock him out. I will be the first one to knock him out, because every time I watch him fight, I'm like, I'm way better than him. If you put me only with him in kickboxing or in boxing, even in a chess match, I beat him. Like, well, whatever you want to do, boy.
Fast forward a few rounds and Volkanovski is doing the stanky leg before hitting the canvas like a sack of potatoes. Records shattered. Legacies in the dirt. The king was dethroned, not by luck, but by a dude who literally told everyone it was going to happen.
Beautifully there. Beloved fighters in the world and one of the most decorated featherweight champions of all time. Here is Max Flex Holloway.
And he knows this is the most dangerous challenger he's ever faced in his entire career.
And Max Holloway, blessed Max, the guy who seemingly couldn't be knocked out, Topuria looked him dead in the eye and said, hold my beer. He didn't just win. He finished a man who had never been finished in his prime. Power versus volume, and power delivered the lights-out special. Another legend, another body on the highlight reel. This ain't coincidence, fight fans. This is a pattern, a savage pattern. You think this guy's just a lucky puncher? Please, he's built different. He didn't just stumble into this. His foundation? Georgian wrestling. Ever tried wrestling a mountain goat? That's his base. Then he went to Spain and forged his hands into hammers with elite boxing. He's not just throwing bombs, he's setting traps. He knows exactly where he's most dangerous, and he will force you into that kill zone. He's not looking for a decision. He's looking for that clean KO. Every single time.
And it's not that if I'm gonna win the belt, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna knock him out in the first round. They always used to be like this, but after the fight, you know what's happened.
Finishes that are signaling a new day at 145 pounds. For all intents and purposes, he is that.
So, what's next for the Matador? He's already wiped out featherweight. Now he's got his eyes on lightweight. Dropping Charles Oliveira like a bad habit was just a teaser. The whispers are turning into shouts. Islam Makhachev, the pound-for-pound king. Topuria, with his signature smirk, says he can beat him. Hell, he even talked about 170 pounds for a third title. Some might call that delusional. I call it next-level confidence. The landscape is shifting. Who's willing to step up? Paddy Pimblett? That's for the clicks, the grudges. But for a real fight, Arman Tsarukyan. Now,
yeah, but sometimes happen. The bad guys sometimes is coming.
That's a banger. A relentless beast. Probably the most dangerous man at lightweight not named Islam. These aren't just fights. These are blood offerings on the altar of Ilia Topuria's ambition.
And it's not that if I'm gonna win the belt, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna knock him out in the first round. They always used to be like this, but after the fight, you know what's happened.
Oh my goodness.
Holy cow!
The standard at 145 pounds in 2024.
The UFC Undefeated Featherweight Champion of the World, Ilia Matador Topuria.
Result in Anaheim to many, Ilia Topuria.
UFC of the World, Ilia Matador Topuria. Featherweight Champion of.
Not surprised, and the 27-year-old Spaniard is on. Top of the mixed martial arts world.
To be like this, you know, because if I don't believe in myself, who else is gonna do it for me, right? So I need myself like this. I need myself trusting in the whole process and everything I'm doing, and my abilities, my skills, and my power. So I'm like this. Some people like it, some not, but this is who I am.
This dude isn't just a contender. He's a conqueror. He's a more pragmatic, more disciplined version of McGregor. All the confidence, but with the consistent, devastating finishes to back it up. Can he really become the GOAT? The octagon is waiting. And with every chilling prophecy fulfilled, the answer gets louder, clearer, and frankly, a whole lot more terrifying. This was quick rundowns, and we don't do polite recaps. We break down the savage truth in real time. Hit that like if Ilia Topuria just earned your respect, or your fear. Drop your prediction in the comments. Who steps up? Who gets sleeping? Or, is this dude truly untouchable? And subscribe, because the next time a legend falls, we'll be in your corner with the cold, hard breakdown first. You don't want to miss that.
Massive knockdown for Topuria, and still, he does it again! Ilia Topuria!
This dude at 145.
My God, dude.
First of all, I don't need the judges. When I'm fighting, they can go and take their time to break.